How do you deal with stress and sex? So everybody says, I want to have a good sex life, but we're all stressed. And I think we all understand that stress can impact your sex life, but the question is how? And actually at a bigger level, how are you letting stress run your life is the bigger question, right? So let's just put it out on the table. Everyone in the world has stress. There's no world or person who is devoid of stress. So it's not stress itself. And plus, we break down stress. There's good stressors and not so good stressors, right? Like there's stress that you put on your body when you exercise, for example, but that's good stress. It's healthy. It releases endorphins, right? Sex is a good stress, right? Like there's a little bit of, oh, am I making sure I'm putting effort into this? And well, there's an actual physical effort to the sex stress. But it's a good stressor, right? So stress itself, like work stress, home stress, family stress, like these things aren't necessarily things that have to impact your sex life. But to get an idea of what is the difference between people who seem to manage this well versus people who really struggle, we got to look at vacations. So most people would say that when they're on vacations, they're kind of away from their responsibilities and stressors. So they actually can slow down, relax, they get lost. Like if you're at a beach, you kind of learn to slow down and you let things go. All of that stuff is really good stuff for having a better sexual experience. And many of my clients will say, yeah, we just need to do what we did on vacation. But how do you do that in your day-to-day life? Well, this is kind of like the difference between your workaholic types and people who have kind of the good work-life balance. A work-life balance looks like you actually stop work at a certain time and you actually have downtime for the evening. You make an evening that is more relaxing. You get out of go mode. So go mode is when you're like, I gotta go, I gotta cancel, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta keep. And it's actually like breaking yourself from that day-to-day go mode and slowing down some, right? So it's like, no, I did my work. I did the best I could. Now tonight is just about slowing down. And I would actually argue that like, I would get out of go mode all the time. Like that go mode, stress mode, there's a way that people are training themselves into adrenaline constantly. So it doesn't matter where they are, whether they're at work, whether they're with their kids doing mommy or daddy things, like they're in this go mode of constantly, you just gotta keep going. I do this because it makes me think of juggling, just constantly juggling, keep the balls up, never let them drop, never let them drop. And that's a form of workaholism. It's an adrenaline-based go mode, and it's very harmful for your health. And that's the stress, that bad stress that we're talking about, that is causing so much harm. It's causing burnout. That makes it very difficult for you to relax and actually have sex. One of the key ingredients for good sex is relaxation, to be able to slow down. But if you are not even in the habit of relaxing day to day, it's very hard to go from, I'm going, to, oh, okay, I'm fine, I'm relaxed. Now I'm gonna have sex with you. You just don't do that. Like you have to learn to do it on a regular basis. How to shut it off. No, I did my job. I did the best I could. I'm done. And really let your guard down, slow down, and make every night a relaxing night. And learn to relax around your kids. Learn to not take on so much at home. Like for example, this is another version of the workaholism. It's like having your kids in 50 activities. You're constantly running here and constantly running here. Your kids are gonna live if they don't do every single activity. And in fact, there's some value to your kids learning downtime too. Like creativity comes from downtime. Just so there's something there. It's like, why would I do this? Well, when people have time to be bored and relax, their brains wander. Like if you think of where did your best ideas come from? For me personally, I might be just like on a walk and suddenly I'm like, oh, I should totally do this. It doesn't come when I'm here. It comes when I'm in downtime and kind of just letting my brain wander and free flow. And then suddenly a cool idea comes up. Actually, the idea for this video came from just a random conversation. It's when you relax that you come up with your cool ideas. And that's when we come up with creative solutions. So part of what you need to do with stress and sex is to learn how to step out of go mode and just do the best you can. Like even at work, it's how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. I'll get this done. You know, like instead of on the emails, oh God, I've got 50 emails. I got to get them all done. It's like, okay, just do one email at a time. What am I doing here? Okay, well, we'll get done what gets done. What doesn't get done, I'll live with. And it's letting go of the idea that you have to finish your to-do list, because So you know it's never done. And I think you know this. If you're an adult, you have to know it's never done. But that stress around it's got to be done, it's got to be done, is the bad stress. It's the thing that's keeping you from having the good, relaxing, sexual energy and fun. So if you would like to learn more, please set up an appointment with me by submitting a contact form at my website, therapistintstlouis.com. And you can like and subscribe if you want to see more videos.